Hi, my name is Taryn, and I'm a nutrition scientist and an amateur cook who loves to experiment in the kitchen. I also love fresh fish and seafood, so today we're roasting a whole fish. Buying, handling, cooking, and serving a whole fish can be pretty intimidating, but don't be scared off. It's actually pretty foolproof. With a whole fish, it's easier to tell whether the fish is fresh, and it's a bigger bang for your buck than pre-cut steaks or fillets. It's also harder to overcook a whole fish than the pre-cut pieces. Plus, cooking a whole fish is a whole presentation that's sure to impress your family, friends, your partner, but most importantly, yourself, even though you're really not doing that much work. So today, we'll talk about what to look for, how to buy a whole fish, how to cook it, how to serve it, and also how to eat it. This is Foolproof Fish. The recipe we're making today is super simple and only requires a few ingredients, like olive oil, lemons, a little salt and pepper, and of course, the fish. So let's go fishing. I just got home from the market. My fish is in the fridge on a bag of ice. So now I'm going to throw on my apron, wash my hands, and sanitize my counter surfaces before handling any of the raw fish. The key to making the best whole fish possible is to find the freshest fish possible. I found this branzino, which is one of my favorites. Just in case I messed up the branzino, I wanted to get a backup fish. I found one that was super fresh. It's a porgy or a sea bream, which is another white fish. This one only cost me $8, and look how huge it is. It's bleeding. When I'm buying a fish, there are a couple things that I'm looking for. First and foremost, the fish shouldn't smell fishy. It should smell neutral, like an ocean breeze. Check. Second, the fish's eyes should be clear and black and bulging out a little bit. If they're sunken and cloudy, the fish could be old. Third, if you press on the flesh, it should spring back up. If your finger leaves an indent when you press on it, that also may mean the fish is getting old. The beauty of making a whole fish is the minimal amount of equipment and tools needed. Before I pull out the ingredients, I'm going to preheat my oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius. It's already on.
So here's what you'll need: a cutting board, a sharp knife, a spatula, maybe kitchen shears or scissors, depending if there are fins on your fish, a measuring spoon and a thermometer, a sheet pan lined with parchment, and some paper towel, plus a spoon and a dinner knife for carving. As for the ingredients, we're going to keep it simple. So all we need is a lemon thinly sliced, some herbs washed and dried. You can use thyme or rosemary or whatever you'd like. 2 tablespoons of olive oil, kosher salt, and a little ground black pepper. We'll also need approximately 1 to 2 pounds of fish, depending on how many people we're cooking for. Rule of thumb is about 1 pound of fish per person. One thing that I never do when I buy a whole fish is scale them and gut them at home, which means removing all of the scales and also the guts. It's just way too messy, and besides, the fishmonger or the person who sells the fish in the market will do it for you at zero cost. Now let's prepare our fish. Dry the skin really well with some paper towels. We want the skin to crisp up really nicely in the oven, and any excess moisture will get in the way of that process. Now I'm going to make a few diagonal slits on each side of the fish, starting at the spine. These slits are really important to help encourage an even cooking throughout the entire fish. If your fish still has the fins, you can snip them off with a pair of kitchen shears, aka scissors. I'm also going to snip the tail just a little bit because these parts tend to burn. Next, I'm going to place the fish on my sheet pan and rub some olive oil on both sides of the fish, including the inside of its belly. Next, I'm going to take a little bit of salt and pepper and sprinkle it on both sides of the fish, including inside the cavity. Next, stuff the herbs and citrus inside the fish's belly or cavity, making sure to stuff everything all the way in the cavity so that none of the stuffing gets burned in the oven. Roasting the fish with lemon slices inside adds a juiciness and lemony flavor to the fish because the lemon slices are steaming inside the fish. And now it's time to roast the fish. I'm going to place the fish on the middle rack in my oven and cook for approximately 18 to 20 minutes or until the fish reaches an internal temperature of 145 degrees Fahrenheit. The cooking time may vary depending on the type and size of fish that you use, but overall a cooked white fish will have an opaque white flesh. Grand reveal. One of the best reasons for cooking a fish whole, with the skin, bones, and all, is because the skin and bones impart so much flavor that you wouldn't get when cooking a traditional fillet. Both the skin and the bones contain fats and proteins that trap moisture inside the fish, which lends to a much more moist and tender meat. The bones inside also help prevent the fish from overcooking, just like as if you were roasting an entire chicken versus cooking a chicken breast. When it comes to serving a whole fish, I prefer to put the entire fish on a plate, open it up, remove the spine, leave the head and the tail because there are lots of really good meaty pieces in there, and just eat the meat. However, this can be a little bit of a choking hazard because it's harder to tell where the pin bones are in the meat, and it can also just get a little bit sloppy. So to practice safe serving, I'll now show you guys how to carve or debone your fish. Start by pulling away the dorsal fin bones, or the bones of the backside of the fish, with a dinner knife and a spoon. Then separate the top fillet from the head and collarbone and the tail. Then cut through the meat from the head to the tail by following the spine. Push the dorsal or the back half of the fillet off of the bone using your utensils. Now gently push off the belly half of the fillet, flipping it skin side down. Scrape away any bones that you can see from the inside of the cavity or inside of the fillets. Now gently lift the tail to remove the spine and the head. Also remove any citrus and herbs that were inside the fish. Now you'll have access to the bottom fillet where you can pick out any bones or other membranes that you see that are unwanted. We're now basically going to reassemble the fish but without the spine or any of those bones. So lift the bottom fillet from your tray and put it on your plate. Then take the top fillets and put them on top. And there you go. So that's it. We prepared, roasted, carved, and served a whole fish in less than 30 minutes. As you can see, there is nothing to be afraid of when cooking a whole fish. It's just a little bit of practice and a few steps. You'll be making your own fish at home in no time. It's a low maintenance way of making an impressive meal for others or even yourself.